What's up, guys? Welcome back to RT2CC Comic Club. Justin here. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas Eve. For those of you who celebrate that, and let's just get into it. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible because I'm tired. I went to bed at 4 a.m. last night, 7 a.m. the night before that. So I'm not going on a lot of sleep. But let's just do this. I forgot to talk about my trades yesterday, so I'll post that on the screen here. I only made one trade on August 16th, but Canopy Growth call expires in January 2019, $35 strike. At this point in time, I must have been pretty bullish on it. That's why I bought it. Yeah, actually, this kind of started my foray into the cannabis investing, which I did make a video on. So I will post a little card in the corner of the video here. So if you want to watch that video, if you haven't seen it yet, I do talk about all the cannabis investing I did in like August and September. So you can see that if you want to know how I did in that. Anyways, that was the trade. So let's just go straight to how the markets did. On the 17th, it started off pretty bad, but then the Dow ended up doing pretty well. And I think, again, headlines, people were not worrying about Turkey at that point in time again. They're flip-flopping like crazy. This was one of the days they weren't worrying about it, which, again, frustrating. Apple happened to have a good day. So let's go into our winners and losers. We lost money overall today, but we did have a good performance with Apple. Our Apple calls, you can see they're at the top of the list. They did pretty well. And then I'm just going to go straight to the losers. We lost a lot of money in NVIDIA, probably because of the earnings. They fell on the earnings, so yeah, we had a bad day with them. And then Amazon there. So let's go to the next day. We have Dow started up, and then it actually did go up. So we had a good day with that. So all right, and then let's go to the winners. Big list of winners there. So sorry if it's kind of small. I try to fit as many of them as I could. I believe this is all of them. But at the top of the list we had NVIDIA, Netflix, Alibaba. So it's funny because NVIDIA went down the prior day and now they went back up. And the headlines were talking about how they went up because of that new chip that they unveiled, even though they already had unveiled it, I believe, like a few days before that. So it's weird that, again, people just forget stuff so easily. It doesn't make sense that it went up now when it should have went up when they unveiled it. But anyways, whatever. We did make money, though. We made about $1,300 this day on the 20th, and our big loser was Apple. So there you go. That's if you want to pause it and look at those positions, you can see at this point in time, I still had a bunch of calls because the market hadn't taken a dump yet. Now, currently, at the end of December, I do have a larger chunk of money invested in puts, and so you'll see that as I get caught up. But in terms of articles, I'm only going to talk about a couple or a few, but I'm not going to even go into big detail. I'm just going to link in the description for the ones that caught my interest, and so if you want to look at it or scan the headlines, you can. But the first one is Tesla Model 3 tech is years ahead of peers, this UBS report does. Now, you probably heard of this. I think they tore down a Model 3 to kind of determine how much it actually cost. And they determined that if they did sell it at $35,000, they'd be losing money. However, they did say if they were to sell it for average price of $42,000, they would make a profit. But they said the $49,000 model, the UBS engineers said it was a next-gen military-grade tech that's years ahead of peers. They said that technology such as its electric powertrain stood out as an example of its superiority over models from rivals like General Motors and BMW. So I don't think it's any news to you guys that Model 3 has been selling really well, outselling BMWs, Mercedes, Audis. They've been just outselling everybody. So it's a really solid vehicle. And but this is what's funny. So at the end of the article, they reiterated their sell rating on Tesla stock with a price target of $195 per share. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense to me. And how they can say it's years ahead of their peers but still downgrade it at the same time. And I hope I can remember this like 9 months from now because I really do want to see if they were right. I really don't think they're going to be right about this at all. 195 is super, super low, I think, for Tesla, in my opinion. And if it did hit 195, it wouldn't be because of anything on Tesla's part. I think it would be because of the Fed and Trump with China. I really think those two would push Tesla down more than anything having to do with Tesla. So I mean, yes, it might be able to hit 195, but not because of what these guys probably think. So that's my opinion. take it whatever if you want. Anyways, so on the next day, a couple headlines I'll talk about. NVIDIA shares rise on new gaming chips after the crypto crash. So again, this is old news, so I don't understand why the stock went up after they already had the news out. I don't know, it's just stupid. It should have just gone up when it first came out. And then Micron Technology and NVIDIA are sitting on a potential gold mine. This is a headline that's caught my interest, so I'll link to it in the description. But I'll read a couple little points that I thought were amazing. The League of Legends World Championship had an estimated 60 million viewers last year, an increase from 40% from the prior year, and by comparison, the NBA Finals pulled in only 24.5 million viewers last year. Now that's amazing that video game competition can pull that many viewers. However, it is a world championship, so there's people over the world watching it, where NBA might be more popular, in the United States. Not as many countries around the world probably pay attention to that. I'm not sure. But still, regardless, it's a 40% increase from last year. That's just crazy. And then the total prize money of the Dota 2 tournaments last year was worth more than $24 million, up from $20 million the previous year. So a lot of sponsors are pouring money into esports right now, and that's why this article said that Micron and NVIDIA are sitting on a potential gold mine, because as esport demand goes up, gamers are going to want those top-of-the-line computers, so they're going to be in high demand for those Micron chips and NVIDIA chips and all that stuff. So that's kind of what that said. So that's about it. So we're going to leave it at that. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Tomorrow is Christmas. I'm going to do my best to get a video up to keep that streak going. I might just do a one-day recap if I'm running out of time. We'll see what happens. So hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas Eve again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out this video. If you want another way to support the channel, please check out that Patreon link up there at the top. You get access to my private Discord server where we chat about different companies we're looking at investing in. I also post my current trades in real time, as well as news headlines with little mini summaries, and you can also get discounts on any merchandise that we sell, like a shirt like this, for example. And if you want to just subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that as well. You can just click that black logo there at the bottom. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.